Hello, welcome to CNT Collectibles. I'm C.
I'm T.
And welcome to CNT Collectibles, our All-Star Game voter smarter than a third grader. What do you think?
I hope it's not smart.
Well, you're a third grader, so hopefully you're smarter than All-Star Game voters. So the All-Star Game voters...
They're way older than me.
You could vote too. Younger, older, it's everybody, so anybody can vote. So anyways, the All-Star Game, the roster's out. And what typically happens is there's some people that are left off. We call them snubs. And so we're going to take a look and see if you can make the right call where some of the voters missed. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
And,
blind reveal time.
If I call one that did get into the All-Star Game, I win.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. So anyways.
You said that.
I did say that. I might have meant something different here. So, all right.
6 players instead of...
Well, no, this isn't it. So the All-Star voters, let's give them some credit. They made some really good calls. For the first time, we have guys like Devers and Castellanos and Adam Frazier, Cedric Mullins, Jesse Winker, and Marcus Semien making the All-Star Game. Those are great calls, first-timers, players that a lot of people kind of like. But
Devers
typically
only has one All-Star Game? Wait.
I know, right? Look at his face right now. He's kind of like, wait, what? This is my first one? So
How is Mullins...
He's only been around for like 2 years. And they didn't have an All-Star Game last year.
What about Mullins? How does he actually make the All-Star Game?
Because he's having an awesome season. We've talked about Cedric Mullins.
Well, last year he was... Yeah.
He was good.
He was good.
Yeah, he's great this year. He's terrific this year.
Was it 2019?
That was his rookie season. So anyways,
that's
credit to the voters. They did a really nice job picking up. Usually they just go with like, hey, it's Mike Trout. I know that name. I'm going to write him in. But they hit on some really good names. But I think that they missed on a few. So let's go over that real quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a blind reveal. There's 4 players. I want you to pick the player you think least deserves to be on the All-Star team. And then we'll see if you pick the player, if they're on the All-Star team, then you get a point. And if you pick another player, then we'll just figure out who got snubbed. All right. So basically, just pick the worst player. You'll see how this goes. We have 4 rounds. Go. Who's the worst of these 4 players and their stats? Who is the worst, or least likely to be on the All-Star team?
Well, player A has a 333 plate appearances, but 310 average.
I was gonna say that's not much of a skill going up to the plate. I mean, but staying up to the plate, yes, exactly. It's a 310 average, 16 stolen bases, home runs. Middle of the roadish or whatever. If you focus on the WRC plus in the WAR, that'll kind of.
The B is very good, 25 home runs, but
it's a beast.
But it has the least number of plate appearances.
Who cares? No one cares, and that's even more impressive. He has more home runs and fewer plate appearances.
It has the second.
Who's the worst, Tom?
I have to go with C because it has the least weighted runs created.
Exactly, that's a below average offensive player in his WAR.
Look at that WAR.
I know it's not quite there. I mean, it's on pace for like a 3-win season. Which is bad.
I'm feeling like I'm right there because it has a
you like C?
average too.
Let's get to it.
C.
All right, C. C is Javi Baez.
You know why I like C?
Why?
Your name's C.
Well, thank you. That's not my name actually, but it's first initial. It does.
With the C.
All right, Trey Turner did not make the All-Star game.
Wait, what?
Tatis, Javi Baez, and Brandon Crawford.
Javi Baez is that bad?
Yeah, I guess so.
Stats.
His stats so far, a little lacking.
With A. I should have gone. Well,
No. You picked the right player. That's the player that shouldn't. But he is in the All-Star game, and therefore Trey Turner was snubbed. So you don't want to pick the snubbed guy. You want to pick a guy that made the team.
Oh.
But that maybe shouldn't have made the team, right?
Wait, so he got snubbed, so I get a point.
You got a point. Yeah, very good. All right, let's do it again.
Oh, so
I think you got the hang of it.
So there's one snub.
So there's
now I'm gonna get points easily.
Exactly. Don't pick the snub. Pick the player who maybe did the worst here. All right, round number 2. Missed number 2 by the voters here. So you can see 4 players here again. The averages. You look at the home runs, weighted runs created, wins above replacement. You tell me who you think maybe shouldn't be on the All-Star team, and we'll see. And if they made the team, then you are smarter than the voters.
The weighted runs created, 109 for D.
Okay.
That WAR.
Ooh, yeah, right?
And
it's not quite there.
The home runs is decent. RBI.
Yeah, they're all right in there.
Stolen bases, only 1.
I wouldn't. No one in this group has a lot of stolen bases.
So.
Wouldn't worry about that one too much.
241 average. Well, that is the least. Oh,
yeah.
Gosh, there's somebody with 342.
Yeah, right.
So I'm gonna have to go with D.
Okay, D. D is Jose Abreu.
Okay. I got an MVP in his.
I know. I think this might be like a makeup. Like no All-Star game last year, you got an MVP. You're in the game this year. So Jose Abreu, Yuli Gurriel, and Vlad, of course, made the All-Star game. Matt Olson did not, and he is probably the second best of that group. 296 average, 20 home runs, 2.8 wins above replacement.
Okay,
He
that was
is
kind
our
of
snub.
odd.
I know, right?
Matt Olson getting snubbed?
Exactly. That's the whole point. So you picked and look, no
You know
respect.
what I like about Yuli Gurriel?
His hair?
Yeah.
I know, but look at Abreu. I mean, no respect whatsoever. I mean, couldn't even get like PowerPoint to not cut half of his head off. Oh well.
Well,
I had like 50 different images, and all of them had his head cut off.
Don't cut your head off, Yuli. You should cut your hair.
No way, dude. That's awesome. So, all right, let's do another one here.
Grow so much that you have to cut
All right,
it off a little bit.
3 players. Averages are similar. One stands out in RBI and weighted runs created, and this one's actually. I don't think this one's that tough actually. so a little bit tough, a little bit tricky, a little bit tricky.
The WAR, but the weighted runs created is the worst in the WAR, 1.2.
Yeah.
Home runs only 7, but there's one with 5.
Look at the plate appearances, so you kind of just
Plate appearances 262 and so on.
Right.
Okay, so 275 average. It's almost the highest, but still, it only matters about the WAR and the weighted runs created. So
Those are two big ones.
I'm still gonna go with
A. Okay. A is Alex Bregman, who's been injured.
Oh dang it!
Moncada, no, he made the All Star game.
Oh my gosh!
Moncada made the All Star game, and Rafi Devers, the best third baseman in baseball, made the All Star game. Jose Ramirez did not make the All Star game.
Wait, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Why Jose?
Exactly, it makes 0 sense whatsoever. So this one's actually kind of tough because he's right there with Moncada. Bregman, now this is going to correct itself because now you vote on the starters, but you're going to have guys that are injured that aren't going to play, and so I think Bregman slides out and Ramirez gets his spot. So I think he will make it, but that he didn't make it on the vote, it's like, come on, people, no one's paying attention here.
Why do all the good players on here have the least, like the worst stats? Like Abreu having a 1 WAR.
I know.
Bregman having. They're hurt.
Here's the point of this game. You're picking the player that shouldn't have made it, but those players did make it. You were smarter than an All-Star Game voter.
Yeah, I'm still very surprised though, because why would they have that kind of WAR and stuff?
That's exactly. Let's finish it up here. I've got one more for you. Okay.
Pitchers.
No pitchers. So Alex Bregman was player A, and the snub was Jose Ramirez. He probably should have made it.
Yeah.
Oh well, Houston came out strong. They voted for everybody this year.
Rafi Devers was in 2 of these.
Yeah, it was his first year, and he deserves it. He's the best third baseman in baseball. Okay. All right, let's wrap it up here. Oh, I think I covered up a E here, but you can kind of get the picture here. Plate appearances.
Wait, what do you mean you covered up an E? Oh, there's an E.
There's a 5th one here, so good luck. So you have to pick the least deserving All-Star out of this group here. So yeah, you get the point. 275 is the plate appearances on that one. So
C, because look at that WAR and weighted
going with C.
Creative.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna say that.
Who's the best player of this group? You think?
The best. Why? But I don't want to get snubbed.
No, don't worry about it. No, you already picked C as your worst. So I'm asking you a different
then
question.
Then I'll do D.
Yeah, D's probably the best player.
Because it has the highest WAR.
Absolutely.
Weighted runs created. That's
terrific season by D. And you can see, I'm covering it up again here. I apologize.
Juan Soto?
C is Jock Peterson, who made the All-Star game, Mike Yastrzemski, Chris Taylor, and that bottom guy is Juan Soto, but we're covering him up. The best player is Brian Reynolds, who did not make the All-Star game. So you picked C as the player who shouldn't have made it. Jock Peterson, the player you thought the best, Brian Reynolds, you are smarter than an All-Star game voter.
Wait, so you're saying, Brian Reynolds didn't make it?
He did not make it.
With those stats?
Exactly right. That's like the biggest.
Over 150 weighted runs created, 3 WAR.
Does he have 150? Yeah, 155?
Yeah, and 3 WAR, and
I know, right?
He's the best one out of all of those, and he doesn't get chosen. Yeah, exactly. So here's the spreadsheet. Just kind of went down and ranked players by wins, and you have your weighted runs created. What?
But look where Trey Turner didn't make it. Brian Reynolds didn't make it. Jake Cronenworth could have easily been on this list, but we don't need a 20-minute video. Matt Olson, Jose Ramirez, Joey Gallo having a terrific season.
Can't have a 20-minute video.
Well, we could, but I don't want to make a 20-minute video. Mark Canha, Luriano, look at all these guys. Schwarber, now to be fair, Schwarber's on fire lately.
How does Manny Machado not make it?
Right, it's a deep position here. So yeah, the third baseman for the National League, had Chris Bryant, and so he probably should have been in there.
Okay, I feel better about Matt Olson because he has a friend that's not with the All-Star.
Yeah, they can go. The Mats can go hang out and go fishing. Well, not the All-Star game.
Or they can watch everybody else that's on. Or they can watch Simeon.
Exactly. So, all right, yeah, they're former teammates. So, all right, what do you think? That's what I got for you. I think that you are smarter than a All-Star game voter.
I'm surprised by that, and I'm also surprised that Brian Reynolds did not get chosen with that kind of stuff.
Trey Turner, Brian Reynolds, those are big ones. So, all right, that's what we got for you. Have a great night. Appreciate you watching.
Bye.
Bye.